the game. See, you can be the most talented YouTuber, photographer, videographer, graphic designer, coach, author, you name it. You can be the most talented basketball player in your neighborhood. But in order for you to join the big boys, the NBA, you need to understand how the game is played. See, in order for you to understand or learn the rules of the game, you need somebody that has played there before, somebody that has learned and mastered the rules of the game to teach you that. And once you learn that, you will be able to be drafted. And here's what happens. After you drafted, you will get a coach that's gonna keep your amazing talent in check. See, you cannot just get on the field and do whatever you wanna do. Here's the sad reality. Talent alone is not enough for you to be successful in business. Having all the amazing equipment that you need to get the job done is still not enough for you to be successful. Now, when I say successful, I mean being able to consistently land premium clients. That's why I decided to create Content Creators University. Who am I? My name is JP HTech. I am a global branding expert. I am also the founder and CEO of a media agency called Perfect Zone Productions. As a matter of fact, you are in one of my studios right now.
Hey, it's Tanya Smith here of Get Noticed with Video and Stream Like a Boss TV.
Hey everybody, my name is Michelle Singh. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I have an educational consulting firm.
Hey you guys, James Hicks here from Hicks New Media.
JP has an incredible presence. You know, when I go and I look people up and try to find out more about them, everything was stellar. Anything that you could find about JP showed that he was an upstanding gentleman, that he delivered amazing and beautiful visual presence, that he tells the truth and he is authentic and genuine. And all of those things made me say, yes, absolutely.
I just worked with JP HTech from Perfect Zone Productions, and we spent the entire day together doing photos and video shoots for my rebranding of my company. And when I tell you the entire experience was amazing, it was amazing.
Right, I had the privilege of working with JP on some brand and media assets that I wanted worked on within my studio, and everything from the initial conversation to the planning discussions to the constructive feedback and criticism that I was given from him was absolutely spot on.
I was all on it because I believed in him and I could see what he was capable of doing through the lens of others who have been on the internet that have been impacted by him and his truth. So I actually became a client of JP because he gave me truth. He said, you know what, I like your live stream. I enjoy the content, but the presence, what you're putting out there in terms of the professionalism of your live stream needs to match the level of the excellence of content that you're delivering. And when he said this, I paused for a minute and I thought, he's so right. So what did I do? I asked, can you help me? Can you and your team help me? And JP and his team created the most beautiful graphics. They were perfectly branded for me, for what I wanted to do with Stream Like a Boss. I find myself using them consistently and regularly in almost every live stream show that I do, and I often get compliments and people DMing and asking, who did your graphics? Who put that together?
This is me before JP.
And this is me after JP. Do I look awesome or what? I finally have correct colors. I'm human. Yes, I am human. I have the correct colors in the background, my regular purples that I can see with them. You know, I can see the purples. I can see the purples. So I'm really happy, JP, for you putting this together for me, this custom LUT. It took about 48 hours and it was really amazing customer service. So go ahead and get yours. This is Dr. Elo out.
And I thank him, I thank his team for what they've provided me. I definitely look forward to working more and closely with them in the future as my needs evolve. So I really just wanted to tell folks, if you're looking for someone to help you design, build your website, media kit, some type of branding materials, definitely check out my man JP HTech and his team. Appreciate you, man.
So if you're looking for photos, rebranding, video, commercials, anything I guess related to that media aspect and branding aspect of your company, I highly recommend Perfect Zone Productions. Not only did they provide the environment and the space for me to get the images and the videos that I needed done, but everything even down to the outfits and even down to the makeup was a part of the experience. And so if you're looking for somebody to just do it all for you and your company, as far as branding, Perfect Zone Productions, JP HTech, that's who you need to contact.
We have the talent already. We have the motivation already. We have maybe the equipment that we need already. What else is there? Come and learn with me. Let me teach you the rules, the things that I had to learn to take my business to 6 figures. The day my company made $100,000, I understood how to apply those things. And once you learn how to apply those rules, you can 10x that. Now I'm able to take my podcast, Content Creators University, and I was able to land so many clients that last year, in a matter of 4 to 5 months, I was able to make the same 6 figures. You can do the same thing too. This is not rocket science. You just need to learn. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This takes a lot of work. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You must be willing to do the job. See, here's the deal. Entrepreneurship means that you are willing to be working when everybody else is asleep. You're willing to put in 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Today, now is the time to put in the hard work. Work like none other so that later you can leave like none other. So, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to learn and apply, if you're willing to go through the courses, master classes, conference replays, materials, and everything that me and my team are about to give you in this private community, well, come join me. You have 2 options. You have the free option and you have the gold option. The gold is paid. Free is free. Regardless of which one you have, you will get major value. Because there will be some things that you will not see anywhere. You're not gonna find it on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere else, but on this platform. So what I want you to do is go ahead and sign up today for free or join the Gold membership and let's grow together. One thing that I always say is that the day you stop learning, you stop growing. So I'm looking for you to join so together we can learn, we can grow, and we can impact the world. Every day is another opportunity. See you soon.
Look, this is a man who is going to give you the honest truth, but not only that, he has just a wealth of knowledge and experience in the branding, digital marketing, media, visual entertainment space. There's no one that I would recommend more highly than him to be someone that partners with you to upscale your brand and to make sure that you show up in the stellar way that you want to show up, and even beyond what you can think of, because he has a vision. He can see what could be, and that's what I have appreciated so much, is the possibilities that he has opened up and expanded my thinking to really embrace.
JP, like your production is amazing. I love your show. You know, and I'm just so happy that finally able to make this happen and be on your show. And like, I wish you the very, very best, man. All the best. You're gonna have an amazing, amazing 2022.
I am impressed. Having a little bit of envy with your production. So well put together, and I love the value that you're delivering, the questions that you focus on, and I know that you were just trying to get amazing content out to people who are trying to improve and learn and grow every single day.
I am beyond words, man. The level of professionalism here, it's high, bro. It's high. And the good thing is that this is something that you have near to your heart. I can tell that you're very passionate of what you do. I can tell that you take this very serious, and I love it, man, because it reflects in your professionalism outside. So what people see, it's you, man. It's the real you. It's the passion that you have. It's the poise.
Hey family, guess what? The Content Creators University is a show that airs every single week, but I want to connect with you. I want you to go ahead and download my mobile application. If you have an iPhone, go ahead and download my app called JP HTech TV right now onto your phone. If you have a TV, a smart TV, my app is also available on your Roku TV, right? Go ahead and download JP HTech TV on your Roku TV or your Amazon Fire TV right now, and let's connect together, right? I want you to grow with me. I want us to grow together. If you love podcasts, I'm also happy to tell you that the Content Creators University is available syndicated across every podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, you name it, we are there. Spotify and all of that. Go ahead and download it, listen to it, and do me a favor. If you appreciate what we're doing, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Leave me a review on any of those podcast platform or mobile application platform. Let me know if any of the hard work that we're putting into this community, this broadcast, this podcast is helping you. If you appreciate all the amazing guests that we're bringing onto the platform to share their expertise with you. This is a lot of work, family, and I'm doing all this in order for you to be able to grow your business the right way, leveraging content creation. Thanks so much, and if you appreciate what we do, go ahead as well subscribe to the YouTube channel JP HTech Reviews. Follow me personally if you want to, connect with me on all social media, and the handle is @JP HTech. I love connecting. Like I always say, network is the new currency. So I want to see you online. I want to connect with you, and I want to hear from you. Let's grow together. Be safe, like I always say. See you next time. Shalom. Peace.
Hey, I am very excited to be here, guys. Welcome to the Content Creators University. Let me say it better. Welcome to 2023. Can you believe it? This is the first episode of the Content Creators University for the year 2023. I'm very excited that you guys made it here. Yes, if you're watching this right now, you made it 2023, and I'm glad that you're here with me tonight. And as you guys know, to kick off the year, we have an amazing show because we have an amazing guest, right? And we're about to talk about something that's about to blow your mind, right? The importance of creating, an independent media source for your business. What does that even mean, an independent media source? And why should we even care about that? And what are the positive impact that having something like that can do for your business? Well, you guys know what we do here, right? We're all about helping you master the business side of, creating content. And that's what we're here for. If you don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. My name is JP HTech. I am a global branding and media expert, right? What I do is help entities, individuals, and corporations build a premium brand by leveraging a couple of things. Live video, right? Building your trademark identity, embracing and establishing that. That's what's going to allow you to really charge more for your product and services. And so if you want to, show out and come out in such an excellent way. And if you're watching this right now or listening to it, you're like, hey, I love the excellence in which JP is coming out. Well, this is what we do. We level these type of things, right? We leverage it. And so we can help you with your premium podcast presentation. We can help you with your, videography, photography, graphic design. We have a studio here in the state of Tennessee to do that, or your web design solution and things to allow you to really, have that high-end presentation of your brand. Because, hey, unless you build a premium brand, you can't charge premium for your services, right? Or have premium clients. And that's what we do here. If you're new, well, if you're watching this anywhere else, I want to encourage you to come here on YouTube and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Here on YouTube, JP HTech Reviews. What we do, the Content Creators University, is live every single week. And so we want to welcome you here to the platform, to the family. And what we do, of course, is talk about the news first, and then we welcome our guests onto the stage. So don't go anywhere. We'll be talking about the news right after this. We'll be right back.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut.
If you wouldn't want mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.
Ooh.
All right, family, let's go ahead and jump into the news. I'm happy to let you guys know, in case you were not aware of this, the replay of the conference, Creators Unleashed, is currently available for you guys to go ahead and jump on this right now. And the beauty, you are getting a 40% discount, and this will end this month of January. Again, you have access to literally all of our library that we have here, right? 40% give you access to our gold membership, right? And you have access to our premium masterclasses, right? Courses, tools, everything we have in order to empower you to grow the business side and make money leveraging content creation. And this is it, family. So go ahead right now and visit the website contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference. I repeat, contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference is where you want to go right now in order to have access to the replay, to the library, and to the 40% off today. So go ahead and jump on that, and do not hesitate and connect with all the other members. And talking about members, well, I'm talking about our community. We do have our own private community that I want you guys to go ahead and jump on right now and know it is not a private Facebook group. This is an actual community, right? And all you have to do is go to the website, contentcreatorsuniversity.com right now, and go ahead and join the community of other like-minded thinkers and creators, people that are actually intentional about taking their, career and making an impact with it, right? Leveraging technology to make money and really grow their businesses. Well, go ahead and join today for free by going to contentcreatorsuniversity.com. All right, go ahead and jump on it right now. Of course, this show is both sponsored and listener supported, so it is important for us to give a shout out to our sponsor. And one of the amazing sponsors we had, one of the major ones during the conference, of course, was Ecamm Live. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Ecamm Live for their support. And folks, if you didn't know, Ecamm is an encoder and is only available on Mac. And you want to go ahead and jump on it and try. If you want to go ahead and try it out, if you're watching this podcast right now, that's what I'm using to encode this out to you guys, right? Go ahead and visit the website bit.ly/Ecamm Live free. bit.ly/Ecamm if you're listening to it, ECAMM Live free. Right now, get yourself 15-day trial, no strings attached. Check it out, try it out, and see how this is working. You're going to love it, family. It's something that I personally love. It's a software that, can help you with both your live production and your pre-recorded production. So really, really amazing stuff, family. So talking about solutions and sponsors, we do have another sponsor here, RTN Streams, and the website is rtnstreams.com. Now, family, listen. If you're wondering, how is it that JP is live right now on Roku? Yes, you guys know we're live right now. And shout out to all the folks that are watching us right now in their living room. We appreciate you guys welcoming us every time. Thank you, right? And as you saw on the ad at the beginning, the app name is JP HTech TV on your Roku television. Go ahead and download it. And we are using this solution called RTN Streams. If you know how to upload a video to YouTube, then you know how to use this. This is a CDN, right? Allowing you to really tap into a higher level of broadcasting and separate yourself from the competition. So this is it. RTN Streams is the solution I am using. Amazing stuff. And we also have an amazing sponsor here, which is ExpressVPN. And I want to give a shout out, huge thanks to ExpressVPN that are still with us here, 2023, sponsoring this show. Go ahead and get yourself a free 3-month of ExpressVPN with a 12-month subscription today by going to expressvpn.com/JP HTech. Family, virtual private network is crucial if you want to protect your digital assets and really make sure that you do not leak anything to the web or be at risk of so, right? So this is very, very important. Again, you want to go to expressvpn.com/JP HTech. Now, 2023, we're doing things a little differently. I'm opening it up for you guys to be able to send me video messages, right? If you want to connect with me and send me video messages, well, just to let you guys know, you can do so today by connecting with me on Volley. I am available on Volley today. All you have to do is go to me.volley, volley.app/JP HTech, all right? me.volley.app/JP HTech. You can download it for free. You can use it for free, and you can find me there, right? And you can send me video messages. Haha, amazing stuff. I want to be able to be closer to you this year. And these are one of the new ways that we're trying to communicate, incorporating video into it. As you guys know, video is better than anything else, right? So let's go ahead and connect on Volley this year. I'll be more than happy to connect with you guys there, all right? So finally, let's go ahead and talk about our guest that's coming today, right? And he's just amazing, family, an amazing guest. I say amazing because he's a professor. He's going to be a professor on the show today. His name is Garrin Bulani. And for the folks that don't know, Garen has over a decade of sales experience and have generated millions in revenue for Fortune 500 companies. His goal is to help working professionals show up better in their video calls to help them close more deals, earn their dream job sooner, and of course, develop their professional brand. And he is a content creator himself. So I am very excited to bring this guest to you guys tonight. And so stay with me because it's about to be a fun conversation as we're talking about the importance of building an independent media source for your business. Well, let's dive into it right after this intro. We'll be right back, family. Stay with me. All right. What's good, Garen? How you doing today?
What's going on? Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's go, family. Let's go. This is it. I told you guys you were in for a party. Happy New Year, Garen. How you feeling this year?
Oh, I'm energized. I'm ready for 2023. And I know we were talking before we were going to get on the last show of last year, but I said, hey, I'm ready to sprint for 2023. So thank you so much for having me on the first episode of the new year. It's some big things happening for content creators. I'm really excited.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. I mean, you guys know we always bringing you the best, and Garen is one of the best in the game. We're excited to have him here. Hey, Garen, we always say our guest is our professor, so allow me to say Professor Bolani is in the place,
hey,
right?
Professor Bolani, I like that. That sounds nice. That sounds good.
Absolutely, man. Take a minute. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks that are discovering you for the first time, please.
Of course. Listen, everybody, I appreciate you all tuning in. My name is Garrin Bulani. I'm a professional live streamer and a content creator specifically for LinkedIn. So over the last 3 years, I've been helping companies and individuals leverage live streaming and video to develop their professional brand and, of course, show up better in a virtual world so they can be a credible source, which, of course, results in better brand recognition, closing deals quicker, and getting the exposure on a global scale. I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. Nobody knows where that is, but here we are in the studio with JP HTech, building my brand and communicating to. I'm on Roku TV, Mama. I'm on Roku TV. Let's go.
Yo, real talk, man. I don't know where that is. I never heard about it either. And here we are connecting with the power of technology, which is what I love, man. This is fantastic. The things that we can do today, whether you're a content creator or not, you use technology. Well, the things that we do is amazing, which is why I love a lot of the things that you do. We're about to dive into it, talking about the importance of building an independent media source for your business. What does that even mean, right? Well, we're about to talk about it just in a minute. Before we dive into all of that, Gary, thank you so much for your introduction. That's amazing. We need more people like you to help professionals on the playing field so that we can all level up and we can make a better impact. That's what this is all about. Now, one thing that we do, we want to learn to know our guests in a unique manner, fun manner. So I do have a question for you. But before I do that, allow me to give a shout out to the folks that are joining us in the comment section right here. Oh, look at that. I have John Lacey. It was good, John. I really appreciate you joining us here tonight. I see Cree. Look at that. I see Cree, First Lady Cree right there. I see New Beginning Ministries International. Hey, look, they're all here and they're all here to support us in the show, which is phenomenal. I am really grateful that you guys are here. And of course, if you have a question for our guest, do not hesitate. All right. He's an amazing fellow. He will, be more than happy to answer your questions. Anything you might be thinking about, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. We're here for a fun conversation. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into it, Garen. Now, here's my first question to you, right? If you were a superhero, who will it be and why?
Yeah, good question. I'm not a huge superhero fan, so I got to go with the plain Jane. We got to do Clark Kent. We'll go a little Superman on him because, Man of Steel. But when I do my live streamings, listen, I show up virtually professional. This is why you see me in a shirt and tie. But as you know, JP HTech, when I do my live streams, sometimes I get a little wild and have a little fun. So there's a different side of me when I do live streaming. So, hey, call me Superman because that's how we do it.
Hey, he's a Superman. Family, you should have seen New Year's Eve. My man put on the show
wild.
On LinkedIn, and I saw it was a third edition, if I'm not mistaken.
It was a third annual one, yeah. So this is I did this, and it was just fun. It's just something. I put on a pre-party for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very unique platform where you don't get muted when you play trending music and stuff like that. So, and I really put a huge emphasis on building my brand through LinkedIn. I'm an individual who grew up in the content creator world. I'm 31, right? So I understand the value of developing a personal brand and creating content. However, LinkedIn lacks significantly for high quality video content creators, specifically in the sales industry. And I really want to capitalize on that because I genuinely feel LinkedIn is a sea of blue. So that's where I really like to show up for my community on LinkedIn because they support me through and through. So we do that annual New Year's Eve party just to have some fun, and then either get some contracts or break some contracts. One of the two.
Hey, family, go ahead and look him up on LinkedIn. Go check it out, man. This New Year's Eve was fun, man. He took a lot of people on a memory lane, man. So I love it, and I hope you guys are taking note already, right? We have not even dived into the actual nitty and gritty, and my guess is, dropping knowledge already and wisdom on you guys. He's clearly telling you what we've been sharing in the community. LinkedIn is a place where you can grow your brand. And he just said, right, he's invested a lot on LinkedIn to grow his brand. And that's played a major part on who he is today. I'm talking about his reach, and that is amazing, right? Because a lot of creators don't really think of going on LinkedIn to grow their brand, right? And so that is really amazing that you selected that platform, thinking and understanding that actually LinkedIn is where the CEOs are, the decision makers are, and people that are ready to spend the money with you, with your, product or service are without any middleman, I say, right? And that's pretty amazing. Now, my next question for you will be, if you were to give one major piece of advice to yourself, right? So, to Garrin Bulani when he was 20 years old, what will it be and why?
So Garrin Bulani 20 years ago was a door-to-door sales rep. So I sold door-to-door for 8 years for a home security company during university while I was getting my Bachelor of Commerce with the marketing major. And 18 to 19 to 20, when you're working the summer months, it's very, very difficult to cut out the partying and then the social aspect of what you're doing to really dedicate to creating a sound income and a solid foundation as far as a professional career goes. So with me, I'm very, very thankful. So I would go back to my 20-year-old Garen and I say, listen, G, I know it sucks right now. You keep doing what you're doing right now because the dividends are going to pay with all the hard work that you're putting in now. It's going to pay back at a greater scale than just 20-year-old partying in the summertime kind of thing. And I put myself in a very solid position where I was able to graduate debt free and really establish my professional career and my personal life to a stable place because of all the commitment and all the delayed gratification. So I would tell 20-year-old G, keep doing what you're doing because there's great things happening, and that's just how we're doing it.
I love it, man. I keep doing it. You know, I'm smiling by the reality. There's a lot of things that if you just kept going, if only you believed in yourself enough to just keep going, there's certain result you'll have gotten. But because we dropped it too soon, right? Some people just abandoned the project too soon. They didn't see the result that they were seeking, because we understand that not everything you can get at the same time. Some things take longer to build. And to be honest, the most lasting things take longer to build, right? And so that is fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the conversation of the day. But a couple of things that I wanted, for you to share with our community here. I'm looking on your website here, and it clearly says, you help organizations across the globe implement modern day video marketing strategies to amplify content creation. What does that mean? Explain, please.
Yes, and this is what started my company, Micro Studio. So after I've done 8 years of door-to-door sales, I went into the corporate space where I sold paper shredding for 5 of those years. And 3 years ago now, just like everybody else, as an outside sales executive, we were told that, hey, you have to start doing video meetings. And it took me about a month of going on to video meetings to really understand, hey, there's a huge problem with this and the quality and the communication skills, because we think about sales and creating emotion, right? That's why they have outside sales executives to go in there and create this emotion and create this engagement.
Right.
And so many people struggled with providing an emotional experience in the virtual world. And that came down to a lot of it with poor technology, poor knowledge, because we were all thrown into this 3 years ago, say, hey, good luck. So not a lot of people had any sort of online brand compliance. We had JP HTech absolutely killing it on the sales. And then we had Garrin Bulani, who could barely use a laptop web camera. We're both representing the same organization, but we're providing different results to our clientele. So I saw that right away, and I knew that there needed to be online brand compliance for that, so you could have a whole company looking the exact same in a virtual space. And that's what really brought me into this world and started continually educating myself on the equipment and how we can provide that emotion in a virtual world. How can we provide an engaging presentation in the virtual world to get them to want to buy in that meeting? And that's where Micro Studio was born. That's where I was able to be a virtual sales trainer, where I can teach clients how to implement video message, right? JP, you just mentioned, now we can message you through video and create engagement. Are you kidding me? That is what is one of the key factors and the key successes I've had over the last 3 years, to be able to get exposure and to get those meetings with those CEOs, CROs, the people who write the checks. And even going into a Zoom meeting of 50 other people, when you show up like we do, it's like you show up in a suit in the corporate space. They see that, they notice that, and then they say, hey, what is this guy doing? Why does JP look so hype? And then that's how you get all the inbound leads and everything.
Absolutely.
So that's what really transpired into everything.
And it's instant, because you are not, of course, you can use your phone, you can use your webcam, but things have changed. If you truly want to, make an instant impact, if you truly want to, have people look at you and wonder, hey, is this person? If you truly want that credibility, instant credibility, and really have one foot in the door without saying anything, well, that's what Garen is telling you, right? You have to take your online video presence seriously. And I love that. That's why you have microstudio.ca. Family, that's a website. Microstudio.ca is where you need to go. Amazing that you are doing something like this to help other organizations, professionals on the marketplace leverage video in such an amazing way. And one thing that I love about Micro Studio is that pretty much this guy, and I got to say it live, he was doing a live stream in the airport. And guys, we all know how terrible airport internet can be. Well, he was using, where's the bag? This bag right here, Micro Studio. If you're listening to this, man, hop on YouTube or come and watch it and see what we're talking about. It is important that you actually watch it and see what we're talking about, because we're presenting the product to you. So Micro Studio, right? Micro Studio, that design out there on the back is a bag that has quite a lot of stuff. And you can have a list by going to microstudio.ca, right? But he used this, tapped into the Wi-Fi of the airport, and was able to provide a decent live stream that was honestly surprising. And I was telling him off stage that it is important that you give those shout out live for people to know, hey man, you're doing an amazing work. And I got to tell you, family, for a mobile setup, this is like a streaming machine in the back. I mean, this is what it is. And so shout out to you for what you're doing, Garen. I mean, this is literally amazing stuff. So we're talking independent media source. First of all, from your professional standpoint or point of view, what is an independent media source to you?
To me, it's the ability to give yourself exposure on demand, right? And this is why I like to teach clients why live streaming is so important, because we have an opportunity where we can connect with potential clients and customers in real time. How often do we get the exact same questions over and over again as independent clients or consultants, right? So we have an opportunity to hop on and answer questions in real time and take these live streams and start marketing into micro content. This is the biggest difficulty that I found with clients is you can have all the equipment in the world and you can do that and it'd be cool. But if you're not really utilizing your live streams to create content, then it's just wasted space. So really squeezing out as much as you can when it comes to these live streams, but not having to rely on any other marketing team, right? Anytime you want, you can hop on a live stream and say, hey, these are my thoughts for today. These are some of the questions that my clients actually asked me today, and I want to walk everybody through that so we're all on the exact same page. So you don't find yourself every single day having to answer this question. You can say, oh, we actually talked about this on the live stream. Here, let me get this cut out for you. I'll send you the 1 minute clip of it, and then I can have that answered for you. And then you have that forever. And it allows you to build a whole content library where it starts to funnel itself. And you can do that all on your own by the quick click of a button and going live and having that confidence to be able to provide, again, deliver an engaging presentation for your clientele that's going to make them trust you, like you, and then in hopes want to buy and work with you.
Fantastic. I love what you're saying, right? And now we do have folks, right? We do have folks in this community and such that will tell you, okay, that's great, Garen, is great and all, but what if I'm not a content creator? What if that's not who I am? That's not my strong suit. Why should I hire somebody, right? Are you saying I should hire somebody that will be dedicated to be producing content for my company? But I'm a small company. So what will be your intake on that?
That's a great question. And that's where we talk about verbiage and word, and the word live stream really scares people, right? Just with the world we're in, if we go in live, hey, what if I say the wrong thing? Is it going to be detrimental to my brand and this and that? And for individuals who maybe are not comfortable being on live and they want to do that, this is what's really good about content creators such as yourself and myself is, you have user generated content where, hey, I have no problem hopping on a live stream. Let's represent your brand on your behalf. Hey, it's your show. I'm just the host. My name is Garrin Bulani. I'm representing JP HTech right now. And we're going to be talking about Bubbly and why you should be having Bubbly every single day and going into that. So there is a whole library of content creators who are willing to help that for you. So if you are scared to get in front of the camera, there are other options. However, there's no better face than the face of the company, which is you and whoever else is owning it. So I would highly recommend that. But then the second best one might be me. So if you want any help, let's see what we can do.
Absolutely. Love that. And this is a question that we actually got. So it is important that we answer that. And I love the answers. Of course, if you don't believe you can do it, not a problem to partner with, other professionals such as Garen and such that can help you get the message across, right? Or, that's why you have sponsorship such as we have on this show. Somebody can become ambassador of your brand and help, really create traffic surrounding your product and service that you have to offer. Now, of course, talking about building an independent media source, I believe there's something deeper there, right? Because what in return how much work do you believe, because you've been doing this for a while, so how much work, and this is the aspect I want to talk about it, because we don't usually talk about how much work it takes, right? Because you can be so good at what you do that you make it seem easy. And so whenever somebody's trying to do it, they realize this is not as easy as Garen made it seem. So honestly, how much work do you believe you have to put into it, considering all of the destinations we have today, right? All of the social media destinations that we don't even know where we got to broadcast to. How are you doing it? Because you did mention how you leverage LinkedIn. So what is your approach there on building your brand and putting the word out so you can build a sustainable clientele, leveraging content creation?
Yes, and that's also a very, very good point, because my previous work history, I've worked for 4 to 500 companies. So when you pick up the phone, hey, I worked for this company, there's recognition there. And I realized over the last 2 years, I was building up Micro Studio, but I was also building up my personal brand, Garrin Bulani. Who is Garrin Bulani as an individual, as a founder, as a leader? And building up one company is another thing, but building up your personal brand there's two things. So it took me twice as long as I thought it would be, but again, it's almost like you're building up two businesses. And I really want to emphasize this with clients about your personal brand, no matter who you are. If you're in a corporate space and you're representing a company, that's amazing, and you need to do that. But do not forget who you are and the value you bring to your companies. And I've seen a handful of dedicated sales professionals, working professionals that have worked with their company for a long time get let go due to unforeseen circumstances, and they're left there without a personal brand and nothing to fall back on. So the importance of an independent media source is you. You're the independent media source. How are you going to get yourself exposed to the world? Even though you might represent Microsoft, even though you might represent Google, you're still your own individual. And if anything goes haywire, you have something to fall back on, which is your personal brand. And that's the importance of being an independent media source.
This is fantastic because I'm a global branding expert, right? So when we're talking about branding, we always, whenever we're speaking to clients, we always explain to them, especially in the corporate world, right? We always explain to them the importance of owning their own brand, right? Because you can spend your time building an empire and forget about yourself. You get lost in the shuffle, I call it, right? And then God forbid, right, you separate yourself from that organization or whatever it is. Now you have to build another one from scratch. But if only you focus on making sure the common denominator, which is you, was also attended to, guess what? All you have to do is keep your name growing. And anything else that you attach to it receives the pretty much the same level of visibility because you positioned yourself at a certain level, which is, somebody asked me not long ago, Garen, I love that you said that. Someone asked me a couple of days ago, hey, JP, why is it that your YouTube channel is not Content Creators University, but it's JP HTech? I'm like, there you go. Because of my name is important. And remember, people are following you. So I can call the show whatever I want, right? But is my name first. And that is what people will Google, right? If I recommend Garen, people will go first and Google him. Let's say, who is this Garrin Bulani? Let me see who it's all about. And everything else that's attached to him, Micro Studio, everything he's doing, his background now will show up with what he's offering. And that is how, one of the secrets, how people are impacting with, their personal brand and their company that they have built. And I'm loving this conversation, Garen. Now look at that. John Lacey saying, that's a great point. That's a great point about personal branding. Who are you after you leave your company? Does anyone know? Well, that's a great point, John. I'm loving that you're saying that. Who are you, man? I mean, who are you after that? So I wanted to talk about the independent creator, the person that really doesn't know anything about business. And that's what this, podcast is about, right? Empowering those people that really are not that great business savvy, but are pretty good at creating content, because there's a lot more of those out there that really, man, they can really run circles around me when it comes out to creating content. But where I get them is how to build a business. So as a business savvy yourself, right? When is it time, would you say, to ask for help? Or when do you believe you just got to keep going yourself? I'm asking you those questions because I've been following you for a while and I've seen you work so hard on your own grind. So when do you believe it's truly time to say, you know what, time for me to go ask for help?
Probably 10 months before you actually come to terms of you need to ask for help, in all reality. Right? So, and the thing is, you should always ask for help. And people are difficult asking for help because they're afraid, or it's an ego thing. You know, with me as an outside sales executive, I think highly of myself and I can do a lot of stuff. And when it comes to building a business, you either have time or you have money. If you have no money and a lot of time, well, you got to pick up the book and get going. But if you have a lot of money and not a lot of time, that's the point where it starts to come outsourcing and everything like that. But this is an amazing opportunity when it comes to live streaming and video content creation, is you can connect with the JP HTechs and say, hey, this is what I'm doing and I'm spinning my wheels. You know, what am I missing? Right? Because there's so many aspects to business that you think you know, but in reality, you know, one question away can skyrocket you significantly. So, you know, being able to put the ego aside for a little bit and say, hey, listen, I need a little bit of help, a little bit of a boost can do wonders for you. So, with me, I always say this, it's always, I need to start outsourcing and doing more with that. And that's my goal for 2023, because the amount of work I put in over the last 3 years was very tiresome, because it was, I have time, but no money situation. So if I have time, I got to capitalize on that time, because I don't have the finances in that. Where now it's starting to shift over where my time is very precious. It's not like I don't have time. However, I have to be mindful where I'm utilizing that time, because as business owners, yes, we can do everything, but JP, are you better off behind a screen editing a video, or are you better off speaking with potential clients and community and all of that, right? So it's really understanding where your strengths are and utilizing those strengths so you can outsource stuff that maybe is not of value to your time. So it's very important. And that's where I'm really starting to navigate that as a business owner, because I'm a business owner, but listen, as an entrepreneur for 3 years, it's very different. When you're a high caliber sales representative, we talk about delayed gratification. Well, when you're in commissions, you constantly get that gratification that you're doing the right thing, where if you're a founder, you don't see that instant result right away. So that's where it's putting the head down and say, hey, I'm doing the right things, but also asking to make sure, hey, is this the right way? Is this the right direction? Because I think I'm going that way, but maybe I should go this way. I'm not sure. So it's really imperative to be mindful of that when you're navigating through entrepreneurship.
Hey, man, I'm loving that. We're going to go ahead and take a quick ad break. When we come back, I want us to talk about, you know, AI a little bit. We had a show about it, but, you know, we cannot get into, you know, we cannot start 2023 without still talking about artificial intelligence, and especially as a content creator and a person that has a business to empower other organizations, create content to grow their brand. It is important to talk about AI. I want to get your input on that and how you think, or if you even think that artificial intelligence, you know, is a competition to the things you do or not. That's an interesting conversation that goes into building an independent media source. How should we position ourselves in your professional stand view and stuff like that? That will be important. So let's go ahead and take a quick ad break. When we'll come back, we'll talk about it. Family, stay with us. We'll be right back right after this. All right.
Miss Luck, I'm so happy. I look so good, y'all. I'm crispy. All right, I'm crispy. I'm done. Listen, y'all. Oh my goodness. Life is a little dull sometimes, right? You can see my colors right now. My colors is a little dull. And sometimes you gotta bring a little bit more life to what you do. Look at me. My boy JP set me up with an amazing LUT. The process was incredible. Before he even sent it my way, he told me how my lighting should be. We got on a Zoom call. We went through all of the settings on the camera, made sure I'm white balanced properly, made sure my lighting was right. Even the foreground and background lighting, he made sure everything was crispy. He let me know what popped with my skin. He made me feel real good. Okay, he made me feel real good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He made me feel real good. And man, you guys can see going from 0, all right, to hero. Okay, like let me just dial it in just enough. He even gave me the number to dial it in on. Now, some of you may be asking, what in the heck is a LUT? Now, a LUT is all about getting that custom dial-in color grading that you need just for your custom look. It was important to me as I'm growing my YouTube channel, as I'm growing as a broadcaster, as I'm growing as a content creator. I wanted to make sure that all of my coloring was right and tuned in each and every single time I turn on the camera. Every single time I look into the camera and I'm doing a video, I want to make sure I look good. And if you are a content creator, you're going to want to have your own custom look. You don't want to just download one from the internet and you just put it in there and it looks kind of cool. You want to make sure you have something that's custom from you that no one else has. And my boy JP is the one who can make it happen for you. I'm so happy with my product. It's just incredible. Get it today. I'm overjoyed. It's just an amazing quality product, and I appreciate JP so much, man. You just don't know how amazing you are and how great this product is in this LUT. I'm so happy. I look so good, y'all. I'm crispy. All right, I'm crispy. I'm done. Yeah, just get with JP now. Just get with him now. That's it.
All right, family, welcome back. He got my boy Jay Dunn talking about the custom LUT. Like, real quick, just to let you guys know, for the folks that are like, I want my own custom LUT, all you have to do is go to jphightech.com/custom LUT. jphightech.com/custom LUT. And JP HighTech, if you're listening, is HIGHTEK.com/custom LUT. Go ahead and get yourself your own custom LUT today. This is crucial, family, because without your own custom LUT, there's a certain look you can never have. Of course, you can go online and purchase, all those general typical LUTs, but they didn't create that with your skin tone in mind. They did not create that with your setup in mind, your lighting situation in mind. They didn't create that understanding whether you're going to be mostly indoors or outdoors or stuff like that, which is why it is important to have something that's customly created. Having those things in mind, because let's face it, that's how you really can show up in an excellent manner. A lot of folks always talk to me about how they appreciate the quality in which I present myself. And I was telling them, one of my secrets is that I have my own custom LUT. For example, look at my screen. If you're not watching this, you're listening to the podcast, come on YouTube, come on our video platform, and come and watch it. If you're watching this right now, I will remove my LUT live, and this is what my professional camera, my professional lighting is giving me. Well, it's okay, but it's not this that I'm adding to my video right now, right? It's not this. So it gives you that punch, that pop, makes you stand out a little more. Hey, it's real. So again, jphightech.com/custom LUT is where you want to go. And let's get back with our guest. Very, very, very exciting stuff that we're talking about. Hey, Garen, thank you so much again. We're back to this second part of this interview. You've been dropping a lot of knowledge on us today, and we've been having a lot of fun learning about your expertise and your background and why you do certain things the way you do them. Thank you so much for everything. Now, we're in 2023, and one thing that is very prevalent today is the use of artificial intelligence. And you help other organizations, right, and professionals create content, right, to help push their brand. But today we have artificial intelligence that some people are saying might be a competition. or might take away jobs from all creatives because they're doing amazing things, right? You're an artist, and what it will take you 3 days to do, you have AI that's doing that in 10 minutes. So what's your professional feeling about AI? Do you think it's a competition, or do you think it's a welcome addition to the tools that content creators can use?
I mean, first of all, I gotta tie the LUT thing. You see, I like how my LUT's not that good. I got a little color coordination, but you can see a little difference in the skin tone a little bit there. So I had to do a little LUT flex. It's not as good as JP HTech's, but it's very, very important to have that. AI is crazy, and I think that question really relies onto what type of content creator you are. And I say that because myself, I'm a video creator, I'm a digital creator, and I have my face on the screen. So it's often imitated, but never replicated when it comes to video. And that's another reason why I think video is extremely important, because there's a human element that we are going to start to get away from. I fear for copywriters in all actuality, and I say that because I am not the best writer. I am not a good writer, and that was probably as far as a content creator goes. Being able to pump out blogs and do that
Right.
has always been Achilles' heel. And you think about SEO and exposure, being able to do blogs and writing content and getting features is an amazing thing. So I used AI over the last couple months, and listen, as somebody who doesn't write stuff, I communicated with it, said, hey, I'm going to write to me as if you're an editor and tell me, write me a blog about the importance of content creation and live streaming. And this thing spit out something in its ridiculous time, maybe 15, 20 seconds. And I read this thing. I'm like, even if I sat there and thought about this, I wouldn't have been able to come up to something as in depth of what it is. So me as a content creator, being able to pump out 2 to 3 blogs by just communicating with it, and we talk about this, JP, help. It could be help for people who have struggled with that. So all of a sudden, I have AI who can be an employee for me and help me with content writing, to where now I can do a blog every day within a half hour. So I find that extremely powerful. And so it could be competition depending how you want, but listen, every time technology comes out, when the cell phone comes out, hey, it was a competition to the phone, and I mean obviously it was, so it kind of got replaced, but it's technology. We need to move with it. It's not going anywhere. So for someone to completely ignore it and not touch it because they were afraid, again, technology moves very fast. So if the more you push it away, the further behind you're going to be as far as using it. But you can definitely use it for your advantage and get more traction. That could be a help aspect for you. So that's kind of my experience with AI for right now.
Well, I love it. It is important that we talk about these things because a lot of creators are actually afraid, right? A lot of creators are wondering what's the future of content creation when we have artificial intelligence. But I love what you said. There's one thing that we can never forget is the human aspect. Regardless of how far technology can go, technology or artificial intelligence is still not a human. So the human factor is that unknown that you cannot delete. You still always will need human. So because we're human, we can do a lot of stuff. We can adapt. We can really, reinvent ourselves, rebrand ourselves. We can develop new skills. We can improve the way or change the way we're offering the things that we're offering. We can look at the competition and come up with packages, different creative ways, because we are creators, to really offer and really tap into the market and add whatever's there in technology to the things that we're doing and look at it as a tool, right, that we could use today to really improve or maybe do what we do. You just said something, and I'm about to flip the script on you, right? You just said, okay, you're a little scared for copywriters. Honestly, if you were to ask JP will say, if I am a copywriter, I just found a tool that's going to make my life easier. Right? I'm telling you, do you know how many people that are not going to trust an AI written copy?
Or how to use it properly.
Exactly. So now that you use that, it will do half of your work for you in 10 minutes. Now you take that, you review it, and add little bits and pieces, right? Correct, add this and there, and bam. What will have taken you
The
3
human
days
element.
is now taking, the human element. Now you look over everything, and boom, you add the bells and whistles of what you wanted, and the job is done in a day. So now you can turn around more than you used to, which means that you can really land more clients. You can service more people. So it's all about the philosophy behind how we are approaching, in my humble opinion, right? And look at John, man. John still said, I just hope everyone using the AI tools know how to fact check the stuff they generate. Whew. Let me
That
stop
is
it
true.
right
You
there.
know, you talk about copywriting and stuff like that. You know, when it's spitting it out, you know, is there a way to copyright that? But it's, of course, you're right. As it depends how you look at it. You're right. As a copywriter, it's like now you can use that as a tool, and again, just pump it out quickly. If you're having writer's block or something like that, hey, let's have something to push me through. So great point on that.
I mean, it's just amazing, and this is so important. I love, us interjecting into this, because this is helping a lot of people, and understand that, there's really ways to go around and really still growing and doing stuff. We've gone to the end of the show. I can't believe that we've gone to the end of the show, man. The time has gone by so fast. We can't let you go, because I know you have a special gift for our community, right? I want you to talk about it, so they can go ahead and join, or, download what you have. I'm going to let you take it and also share with the community. How can they work with you? Where can they find you, and things like that? So for the folks that want to continue the conversation can do so. Take it away.
Of course, JP, of course, thank you so much for having me. And if you do have interest in communicating with me, again, I'm a content creator for LinkedIn, so I'm very active on LinkedIn. However, if you don't have LinkedIn, you can check me out on my social pages, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. It's at Garrin Bulani, so GarrinBulani. And for me, as a sales trainer, I wanted to simplify and accelerate the ability to show up better on video. So I actually created a digital course. It's called Your Virtual Event Checklist. And JP, we ran into this today. Technology is as good as it is until it falls apart. So as a remote producer and as a virtual professional, are you able to troubleshoot your technology quickly and effectively when it may not work properly? And your virtual event checklist is going to walk you through that. It's a 26 episode course, over 160 minutes of that 1080p crispy, a little bit of a LUT, not a custom LUT on there, but it creates an engaging thing. And you can go over to microstudio.ca. It's a free download for you. Simply just have to give an email and you can come into our community. I constantly am putting on live streams through LinkedIn and YouTube where it's education and entertainment. And you can all see that through microstudio.ca. You can also visit my personal professional page, as we saw, so GarrinBulani.com, and then we communicate through that. So I would love to talk with you any way that I can help, or just have your support. I appreciate you all being here, because without you all and without you all supporting us, content creation couldn't be a thing. So thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Whoo, hey, man. I love the way you close it. Mic drop, man. There you go. You heard him. He said it. All right. Microstudio.ca is the place to go. And don't forget, right? Personally, you can connect with him as well by going to Garrin Bulani, GARRIN Bulani, BULANI.com is where you're going to find him. That's his name, Garrin Bulani. On all social media, you can easily find him more on LinkedIn. He's very present. Hey, man, I want to go ahead and thank you again for accepting our invitation, coming up here to the show. We appreciate you. Don't go anywhere. Please stay backstage as I go ahead and close with the community, and I'll be right back with you. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you all.
Yes, sir. All right, family, this is it. We've gotten to the end of the show. You guys know this was amazing. I love it. I love the conversation. And these are the type of things that we need to understand as we're working, we're building our, how do I call this? Our generational wealth, right? Leveraging our businesses that we have. It is important to understand the best ways to leverage technology to do so. And these are some of the best ways to do that. Understanding that when you build an independent media source, you're supporting your own business, right? And these are the ways to do it. And when you do it like this, where you're impacting more people and you're not relying on other people or other organization to do it for you. You're literally providing that live support to your own business. And I love how Garen broke it down for us today. And this brings us to the end of the show today. Really want to appreciate you guys. Like I said, Happy New Year 2023. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey, guys. Whoever's listening to this, I really need you to hear what I'm about to talk about. I'm going to talk about how do you actually customize your look. One of the things that I have been striving for is to have a different look to my overall videos. And what you're seeing right now is kind of my current state, the current state of my look. What I wanted to have was a more cinematic perspective for my live streams and also for my videos. So what I did was I reached out to JP HTech, and JP HTech he pretty much tailored my look and feel to exactly what I wanted. Here's the example. This is me right now before JT's magic, and this is the magic of JP HTech right now with my look. This is exactly the look that I wanted to have for my videos. So we had a session this morning, and it was pretty much a tailored session where we stripped all of my lights away. We stripped all of the background colors, everything. Positioned my lights. We focused in on my cameras, white balance, first and foremost. And then we actually looked into customizing my LUT. So once again, this is the before. This is the before of what my look looks like, or what it was. And then now here's a gradual transition of JP's LUT for my look. I can temper this look if I wanted to. If I wanted to have a little less, I can do that. If I wanted to have the full I guess power of the LUT, then I have it all the way up here as well. And it has the look that I have been going for, which is even though I do live streams and videos, I want to have it a little more cinematic, and he's actually been able to give this to me. So if you are looking to customize your look and feel for your brand, this for me is just the beginning of what we're trying to do. We customize the color of my look for my videos, and now we're going to be doing a couple other things to kind of bring my brand, a little more alive as we continue to get down this journey with live streaming videos and content creation. You need to call JP HTech and connect with him as soon as possible, so he can customize the look and feel that you want.